Battle through the firmament. Grand world. Chapter 343. A favor. Elder Lu is your teacher. Shaoyan was stunned for a moment. Then he said sincerely, if that's the case, I hope Senior can lend me the Heaven Cauldron. Shaoyan will definitely be very grateful. Ran Hong smiled and said, the poison dissolving pills are 6th grade medicine pills. How can you refine them? You should wait until teacher comes back first. As he spoke, Ran Hong's brows slightly knitted. A majestic soul force flowed out from between his brows like flowing water, filling the entire pavilion. Shaoyan let out a light humph. His forehead moved, and a late alien realm soul energy surged out from between his brows, instantly pushing Ran Hong's soul energy to the side. Senior Ran, please forgive me. I don't know how long it will take for Elder Lu to come back. I can't wait that long. Ran Hong sensed the pressure coming from Shaoyan's soul. The smile on his face finally became a little stiff. He pursed his lips and nodded with some surprise. He has already reached the late alien realm. However, based on his senses, it seems that he has only reached the late alien realm. Refining poison dissolving pills is about the same. It is likely still a little difficult to refine poison dissolving pills. No matter what, I must give it a try. Shaoyan frowned. He endured his anger and said, okay. Ran Hong did not say anything else after seeing Shaoyan's irritation. He gently nodded his head. The storage ring on his finger flashed gently. A large black cauldron suddenly appeared, smashing 3 medium-sized holes into the ground. This is the mysterious spirit cauldron. It is the heavenly cauldron. It is also something that teacher loves. Unfortunately, one's natural endowment is stupid. It has been so many years, but it is still unable to meet teacher's requirements. This cauldron cannot be used. Ran Hong got up and gently caressed the profound spirit cauldron. His words were filled with regret. My teacher mentioned you before. He said that your soul body after the 3 steps soul transfer is extremely powerful. When you are concocting pills, I wonder if I can observe from the side. Ran Hong turned his gaze to Shaoyan and said in a clear voice. Of course. Shaoyan took a deep breath. In one breath, he nodded his head heavily. In order to borrow the Heaven Cauldron, even if Ran Hong had any other requests, he could only try his best to agree to them. But now, this condition was extremely easy. All right, when the time comes, we'll have to watch husband Shaoyan concoct the Heaven Cauldron. Ran Hong let out a loud laugh. After pondering for a moment, he said, if you want to control this profound spirit cauldron, your soul force must be extremely powerful. I believe that with your late alien realm soul force and the 3 steps soul transfer, you should be able to control it. Shaoyan nodded his head. He took a closer look at the cauldron. The surface of the cauldron was shining with a bright light, almost spotless. It could be seen that Ran Hong was very interested in this Heaven Cauldron. However, Shaoyan seemed to have sensed something vaguely. Although both of them were the heavenly cauldrons, the Blood Knight cauldron he possessed was much more effective than this profound spirit cauldron. That's right. How are the medicinal ingredients that are used to refine the poison dissolving pill? Seeing Shaoyan put away the cauldron, a trace of reluctance flashed across Ran Hong's eyes. He hurriedly diverted his attention and said, I haven't had the time to collect it yet. Hearing this, Shaoyan smiled bitterly and shook his head. On the list that Wu Shaoqi brought over, there were dozens of herbs listed. Although most of them were common, collecting them one by one would take a lot of time. There are a lot of herbs in the herb room of the Elixir Association. If there are any useful ones, just take them. I will tell my teacher about it when the time comes. Shaoyan was stunned when he heard that, and then nodded heavily. He said sincerely, if that's the case, then I won't be polite. No matter what the purpose of the Elixir Association was to help him, Shaoyan did not have time to analyze it. As long as he could wake Zuna up as soon as possible. After this favor, he would return it. In a courtyard, Elder Wu's residence. Seeing Wu Shaoqi had indeed advanced to the Monarch Emperor, Elder Wu was pleasantly surprised. Although an elder had told him about it, Seeing it with his own eyes still made him extremely excited. Tears almost flowed down his face. You little girl, I have been cultivating for dozens of years before I reached the Monarch Emperor. You have become a Monarch Emperor at your age. Not bad, not bad. Elder Wu patted Wu Shaoqi's shoulder and sighed deeply. His tone was filled with gratification. Grandpa, don't be so happy. How about you consider what I have told you? Wu Shaoqi's eyes were like crescent moons as she looked at Elder Wu with a smile. The blood essence of Emperor cultivation level heavenly beast. Hearing Wu Shaoqi's reminder, the smile on Elder Wu's face disappeared. He could not help but fall into deep thought. In Wu Shaoqi's widened eyes, he bitterly smiled and said, an Emperor cultivation level heavenly beast is hard to find. Moreover, even if I go forward to help, and not necessarily kill it. Emperor cultivation and Monarch Emperor are two completely different levels. I don't care. If you don't want to go, I'll go. When the time comes, you just have to watch your granddaughter die under the feet of the heavenly beast. Wu Shaoqi snorted and rolled her eyes. Why is it still the same childish temper? Seeing Wu Shaoqi's expression, Elder Wu also had a headache. With Xiaoyan's help, you were able to obtain the inheritance of the ancient expert. This is a huge favor, but to help him kill an Emperor cultivation heavenly beast, I, a Monarch Emperor, am powerless. You just don't want to help. Wu Shaoqi snorted, then she ran out without looking back, ignoring Elder Wu's call. Looking at Wu Shaoqi's departing figure, Elder Wu could only stamp his feet anxiously. This girl is really messing around. Shaking his head, Elder Wu did not dare to be neglectful. After pondering for a moment, he hurriedly rushed to a place above the heavenly peak. When Xiaoyan returned with a large amount of medicinal ingredients, he happened to bump into Wu Shaoqi, who had just arrived. Grandfather won't agree. I'll go with you to kill the heavenly beast. Let's go, Wu Shaoqi muttered when she saw Xiaoyan. Her tone was full of complaints. Nonsense. Xiaoyan was stunned for a moment when he heard her. After that, he smiled bitterly. He didn't have any strategies to kill an Emperor cultivation level heavenly beast. With Wu Shaoqi, who had just advanced to the Monarch Emperor, what ability did she have to kill a heavenly beast with intelligence? It's not nonsense. Wu Shaoqi frowned and said loudly. Xiaoyan shook his head and did not say anything. He was well aware of Elder Wu's hesitation and did not have any intention of blaming him. The elders in the academy had no obligation to interfere in the matters between the students. Furthermore, the heavenly beast in the outer mountains could not enter the academy to attack the students. Correspondingly, the elders in the academy could not attack any heavenly beast. After I think about how to deal with the heavenly beast, I'll have to rely on you. Xiaoyan also knew Wu Shaoqi's thoughts like the back of his hand. He thought for a moment and said solemnly, "All right, that's what you said." Wu Shaoqi immediately beamed when she heard this. Her initial dissatisfaction had disappeared. She nodded her head in satisfaction. Her body moved and she immediately left Heavenly Peak. Looking at Wu Shaoqi's back as she left, Xiaoyan couldn't help but sigh. This guy had the temperament of a child. This time in the pill gatherings medicinal ingredients room, Xiaoyan had also gathered most of the ingredients needed to refine the poison dissolving pill. There were only a few rare medicinal ingredients left. According to Ran Hong, there were many of these medicinal ingredients in the center of the Spirit Pavilion. After Xiaoyan had ascended the Soaring Dragon ranking, this kind of hidden place could also be used. I've gathered almost all of these herbs. Next is the blood essence of Emperor Cultivation Heavenly Beast. Xiaoyan muttered to himself. After pondering for a moment, he finally let out a sigh. He looked at the location of the heavenly peak where Mahiyu was. It seemed like he still needed to talk to Mahiyu. Chapter end. Please guys like, comment, share, and subscribe.